spare any other minute on this call, but rather welcome a superstar, a champion of success, a gentleman who is now an advanced broker in Royal Q. Apparently was known as a V3. Now he is an advanced broker in a business, a man who is very dedicated, a man who takes his time to understand the marketplace, a man who has built a community of people that understand what they are doing, very helpful, very supportive. And with pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, allow me hand over the host powers to the man himself, none other than Coach Manish, all the way from India, who is ready. And with me here, ladies and gentlemen, here at my office, I want to take off my background so that I also want you to do the same. I hope you could also do the same. Let me take off my background. I will take off my background. I will take off my background just for now. And I want you to make sure that where you are seated, you have a notebook. Let me see. If you are on this call, ladies and gentlemen, and you have yourself a notebook, let me see. You have somewhere to write so that when you learn, you have somewhere to write, and you have a pen. Okay, it doesn't matter where you are, but if you have a notebook and a pen, let me know. Let me know if you have a notebook and a pen. Let me know if where you are, you have somewhere to write so that when you learn something, thank you so much, Madam Faith. Thank you so much, Madam Faith. I've seen you. Thank you so much, Madam Faith. Let me see if I have some crypto gifts. Let me first check. Let me first check if I have some crypto gifts. Let me see before I start as the leader is getting ready. Okay. Let me see if I have some crypto gifts this morning. Okay, just a minute, guys. Let me check if I have some crypto gifts this morning so that I could give out some crypto gifts this morning. Just a minute. Some crypto gifts. Crypto gifts. I would love to give you out some crypto gifts this morning. Okay, let me check. Right, I have some crypto gifts. So what are you supposed to do? I don't know whether the host of this meeting is going to decide whether I give the crypto gifts now or at the end of the call. But Coach Manish, I would send this to your Binance account. I don't know whether it's possible. I have some crypto gifts into my account. I would love to give off this morning. Not because I have so much, no, but I would love to give out some crypto gifts. I've seen some people, there is Faith was the first one. She needs to get a crypto gift. I see Jacket is here. I see his notebook. I see the Campus here. I see Mande Gordon here and Peter Mbara. Peter and Celeb. Yes, I saw Accleb. Okay, those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 crypto gifts. Okay. Right. So I will inquire from the hosts whether he's okay when to give the crypto gifts. And these people could get
Yes, sir, you can do the honors anytime you want.
Okay, maybe at the end of the call, because they may have their notebooks now, but by the end of the time you are finishing, they have disappeared. So maybe for us to make sure that we keep the consistency, you'll check out with at the end of the call because they might disappear. Yeah, they might disappear. So you make sure at the end of the call you find out and see. Then we shall give away. I have some money at so I would like to give away some money, some crypto gifts. Maybe it could be a coin, maybe it could be a token, maybe it could be USDT. I don't know. Maybe I could give at least 3,000 or 3,000 Shiba Inu or 3,000 Luna tokens, Luna C tokens, free of charge. And someone maybe could. It may not be highly, but maybe it could be a gift to you. So, sir, back to you. You will tell me when it's okay in the chat, and I will get these people get their crypto gifts. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our call this morning.
Okay, so shall we start? Okay, so good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Where are you coming from? Maybe you are from a place where there is early morning or there is afternoon. So good morning and good afternoon, all of you, and welcome to today's session. My name is Manish, as Mr. Julius just told you, and he gave a very kind introduction. So I don't need to introduce myself more. So let us start today's session. And as Leader Julius told that today we are going to talk about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin halving? And what is the greatest opportunity that is coming to us very, very soon? So if we understand about this opportunity, we can take the maximum advantage out of this wonderful event. And I have been given this opportunity to share with you my knowledge and my understanding and some wonderful strategies that I want each and every one of you can learn and you can implement these strategy, you can trade and you can take the benefit out of this. So let us start today's session. I hope you all are ready and as leader Julius told you that today he's going to distribute some very very lovely gifts to all of you. So keep your notepads ready and turn on the camera so that leader Julius can see you during the session. And for the people who remain consistent throughout the session and they keep their cameras on, they keep their notepads and pen and they start taking notes, so those are the people that we will consider as the serious people and the learners, and definitely the learners are always the earners. So, thank you so much, Leader Julius, for giving me this opportunity to share my knowledge with you and to all the community in Crypto Ambassador. So, let me share my screen first and take you to the very important session for today. And let me, let me share you the, let me share with you what we are going to learn today. Okay. So today we are going to talk about Bitcoin, and who doesn't knows about Bitcoin? We all know what is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency that started in the year 2009. How it started? Because we needed a people's own currency that was free from inflation, that was free from any centralized control, and that was in full control of the owners. So this was the start of first cryptocurrency. And what is cryptocurrency? As we all know, cryptocurrency is a virtual currency designed to act as money and a form of payment and a form of payment and outside the control of any one person, group, or entity. So this is how we define cryptocurrency. It is a virtual currency. You can travel, you can transact on it only on internet. You cannot touch it or hold it, and it is designed to act as money and a form of payment. Just like we use our local currency, we can use Bitcoin, we can use cryptocurrency to do any transaction or payment to anyone. But it is different because it is outside the control of any one person, group, or entity. That makes it a decentralized currency that doesn't has any centralized control, and this removes the need for any third party involvement in the financial transaction as we need in the local currency, right? So this was the start of Bitcoin. But how it is secured and how it is recorded, that is the first question that comes to mind. Is it secure? Is it safe? And how we will record it? Because there is no bank, there is no central authority. So who will maintain the ledger? So this was an innovative method that started from the birth of Bitcoin, that we call today a blockchain. Blockchain is a digital database or a distributed ledger. This is a distributed ledger which is distributed among all the people who come into this blockchain, and they all together record the transaction, verify the transaction, and store the transaction on each and every server, each and every node in that comes in the blockchain. And this makes it immutable and highly secure and a hack proof method of storing or recording any transaction, any data on blockchain. So this is by far the most secure and the hack proof method, and we call it a peer to peer network. That that is the that is the one that is responsible for keeping our records or ledger in the crypto market. So why do we need Bitcoin? The first question that comes to our mind: we all have our local currency that is issued by the banks and controlled by the government. So why do we need a new currency? Why do we need Bitcoin? Bitcoin was a solution to a very old and common problem that we all share in all the parts of the world. That was the solution to a big problem that all of us face right now, as we all agree that we don't want inflation. We don't want inflation. Or what is inflation? Inflation means the value of our savings, of our money is going down and down. It is depreciating every year, and it is becoming less, even if we work hard and earn a lot of income for our families, for our future. So whatever amount you earn, whatever income you want to earn, and want to save for the future, that is depreciating in value. So there is no alternative. Even if you put it in bank, deposit it in bank, or you put it anywhere, it is losing its value. So the only solution is to maintain its value or to grow its value in the future, is to invest it into some sort of asset that is that grows in value, that doesn't loses its value in the future, and it is free from inflation. So why this inflation started in every part of the world? Because banks are now free to print as much new currency, as much new currency notes, as much as they want, because there is no backing or any security required as were before. But this is the main cause of inflation. Due to this, the supply is becoming endless, and due to this unless supply of our local currency, it is losing its value. You can think back 10 years before, or 20 years before. You can ask your parents or your grandparents what was the value of products or services that you now buy for a certain amount. They were so cheap before, but they are now so expensive today, and we find it hard to maintain a good lifestyle for our families because of this rising inflation that is devaluing our savings and incomes. So we need a currency or a form of money that is free from inflation, that doesn't has any effect of inflation, and we don't require the banks to control our transaction. So we now have our own currency, our own asset, our own money, that we call Bitcoin, which is permissionless banking, and it is free from inflation only because of the major factor, because it is scarce in quantity. It has a fixed quantity to which it can be generated. So what is that quantity of Bitcoin that can be ever generated? It is 21 million Bitcoins in total. So this is the full quantity that Bitcoin has to be generated in the coming years. And after that, no more Bitcoin will be formed, and they will be added to this. So this makes this asset a scarce form of asset that has a limited supply. So we all know, if the supply is limited, you can have a growth in the prices. So that is why we need Bitcoin, because if we store our money, if we save our money in form of the local currency, that is going to lose its value in the future. But if we invest that money and keep that money in form of Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency, any good cryptocurrency, we we are sure that it will not be depreciated, it will not lose its value, and in the future it will give us a good return on our investment. So the second question we all want to know: what are the different ways how we can earn money from crypto? What are the different ways how we can earn money from cryptocurrency? So there are many ways, but these are the four major ways, most popular ways how you can earn money from crypto. The first the first method, which started from the birth of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, was through mining. Mining means when you solve a complex mathematical puzzles over the software of Bitcoin, and you validate that transactions, and then you are able to mine Bitcoin and generate new currencies in form of mining. So this is the reward that you can get in when you start mining any cryptocurrency. You earn a reward that is called a block reward or a mining reward, and that too is given in form of that particular cryptocurrency. So this was the first method how people started making money from crypto. The second way, they started holding, because soon they realized that the price of Bitcoin is going to increase in the future, because a lot of new investors, a lot of new buyers are interested to buy Bitcoin. But due to the limited supply of Bitcoin, the price is going to go up in the future. So the second activity people started was holding. Holding means when you buy any cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, and you hold it for a long period of time, just to get the benefit of appreciation in the value of that currency. So this is means that just like you invest in gold, you invest in shares, you invest in real estate, same way you can invest in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has given the most significant growth in the past 10 years or 15 years. The third activity people also started was through staking. Staking is just like opening a fixed deposit account in your bank. You can put your assets or cryptos to on you can lock it for a certain period of time and earn a staking interest. Just like the bank gives you a fixed interest, same way you can get staking interest from these crypto exchanges if you lock them for a fixed period of time. But the most popular and the most profitable way and the most loved way of making money from crypto is called trading, which we all do in our Royal Q. And Royal Q helps us to buy the crypto when it is at the lowest price and sell it for a maximum profit. And it does it 24 by 7, non-stop, without taking a break, without giving us any risk or loss, and that too using artificial intelligence technology. So we do trading. Trading means buying low and selling high, and this gives us daily profit. So this is the best form of activity that we can use to make money from crypto. But we must also understand the importance of a wonderful and very important event that is going to occur very soon, and that is called Bitcoin halving. What is Bitcoin halving? It is an event when the reward for mining Bitcoin transaction is cut to half. Just as I told you that whenever you mine any cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, you get a fixed amount of reward for every successful mining. So that reward is given to all the miners who are able to generate new currencies, and When we cut it to half, it reduces the total supply and limits the total supply in every particular period. So this is an event that occurs almost every 4 years, and this is how it has been happening, and this is how it is going to continue in the future. So if you look closely, let me give it a close look to you. If you look closely, these are all the halving events that are going to happen in the future, and the last of them is will be happening in 21, 30, 36. I think this is 36, 20 in the year 2136. That is almost 100 years from now. But we are here now. Where are we here? We are here in 2024. So we are here in this year. And as you can see, there are only three halvings that has happened since the birth of Bitcoin in the year 2009. The first halving happened in the year 2012, and this halving reduced the block reward from 50 Bitcoin to 25 Bitcoin. This is how we call it. This is why we call it halving, because the reward for mining Bitcoin, which was 50 Bitcoin previously, was cut to half and was reduced to 25 after the first halving. After the second halving, which occurred on just 4 years after 2012, that is in 2016, and the block reward was now reduced to 12.5. Again, this happened because 4 years continued, and we saw the third halving in 2020. 2020 was the all previous halving we just saw 3 years back, 4 years back, and that reduced the block reward from 12.5 to 6.25. But now we are in the year 2024, and we all know after 2020, if you add 4 years to 2020, you know that the next halving is going to happen in 2024. It is estimated, it is most expected that this halving will happen in the month of April. That is just 3 months from now, even less than 3 months, and we are going to witness the fourth halving, which will reduce this mining reward from 6.25, which is at the present time, to 3.125. This will be the block reward for next 4 years. So this is going to continue in the future, and it is going to continue till this mining reward or the block reward is reduced to zero, just like you see in the year 2136. So when this block reward will be reduced to zero, then we can say that all the Bitcoin have been mined, and it is so well designed from the start of Bitcoin that you cannot have more than 21 million Bitcoins. So right now we are just sitting at the edge of the fourth halving, which is expected in another 90 days. And what is this? Why this event is so important? That all the industry, all the cryptocurrency market is affected due to this halving, and all the investors, they wait 4 years for this halving. Why it is so important, that we are going to learn now in the coming slides. And let me also inform you that almost 93% of all the Bitcoin has already been officially mined. It has been officially mined. So we are just waiting for the next 7% of the remaining Bitcoin that will be mined, but that will take another 100 or 120 years to complete. So 93%, more than 93% is already been mined. So how this event is so important and how this affects the market, that we are now going to learn by this wonderful chart, and we call it Bitcoin stock to flow chart. Some people also call it rainbow chart. Some people call it Bitcoin logarithmic chart. So many names, but the chart is very important. And only the person who understands this chart is going to take the benefit of this next event, which is coming very soon. So let me give you a few important highlights of this chart. and let me make it easier for you to understand. So these are the years. If you can see on this axis, the years are here. The time is going from left to right, and the prices are going from bottom to top in the multiple of tens. So it's all started from the launch of Bitcoin in the year 2009. 2009, exactly 3rd Jan of 2009 was the launch or the birth of Bitcoin. And we are now in the month of January only. So recently, in the third day of this month, we celebrated the birthday of Bitcoin, and 3rd Jan was the birthday of Bitcoin. That was the day it was launched. And when it was launched, the price of Bitcoin, if I tell you, you will not believe, it was just $0.01 per Bitcoin. This was the price at which the Bitcoin was started. And now, what is the price? We are here now. If someone can go to their market, and you can see the market price of Bitcoin now, as we speak, right now, is more than $42,000 per Bitcoin. More than $42,000 per Bitcoin. So, how much is that in return on investment? If someone has this opportunity to buy Bitcoin when at the launch time at this price, and now is if he decides to sell at the right now current price of Bitcoin, he would have gained or earned an incredible and unbelievable return on investment that is more than 6 million% in growth. 6 million% is the total return on investment. If even if you sold today, that will be your return on investment or the growth of the price in the Bitcoin. So how it started, as you can see, the prices are going up and down every year. But this is following an uptrend. As you can see, if you draw a straight line below or above these candles, you can see it is still in an uptrend. It may go up for many months, it may go down for many months, but it is still in uptrend. So whenever you decide to start to invest in Bitcoin, you will always see a growth in the future. That is the one thing. That is the one thing that you must note. Whenever you start, you are still early. You are still early because it is not coming down. You never see it going down in any year. It is still in an uptrend. So this is the first thing we notice when we see this chart. And we also notice these blue dotted lines. Do you see these blue dotted lines that are dividing this chart into 4 parts? These are all separated. These are all have a distance of 4 years. So I hope you now have an idea what these lines show. These lines show the halving events. The halving events which occur after every 4 years. And the first halving, as you can see here, that happened in the year 2012. After 4 years, the second halving happened in the year 2016. Another 4 years, and we saw the third halving, 2020 halving. And what is coming next is the next halving, that is the fourth halving in 2024. So you can see these are the dotted lines that indicate the halving events. But what is the most important thing that we must understand from this chart? This chart shows that we have 4 years of a particular era we can call in for a time frame. The first era we call it a pioneers era. Why we call it a pioneers era? Because in this was the time that pioneers or major IT experts, those who have some knowledge about computers and internet, they shown interest in Bitcoin, and they started mining Bitcoin in this era. So this was the starting of the first era, and soon, very slowly, the prices started going up. How much they went up? If you can see here, they touch a all-time high price that was around $10 to $15 per Bitcoin. So the first highest price of Bitcoin, we can call it an all-time high price of Bitcoin in the first era. That, let us say, it was $15 per Bitcoin. This was the highest price in first era. So the highest price recorded in first era was around $15. Then it started to go down. As we all see that when prices go up, they touch a particular highest price and they start to go down again. But this this was till then we saw the first halving that happened in the year 2012. The first halving happened, and the prices of Bitcoin which were going down, suddenly they started to go up. Suddenly they started go up again, and they touch a new all-time high, and this time it was around $1,000 per Bitcoin. $1,000 per Bitcoin was the second highest price. That was the second all-time high created in the second era. We call it a speculators era because this time a lot of people taking interest and investing into Bitcoin. Some of them saw it like a lottery. Some of them started to invest just like they do in gambling. But all of people, they knew and expected the price to go even higher. So they started buying, and this drive the price of Bitcoin to a new all-time high. This time it was $1,000. After that, it also started to go down till it reached the second halving event. The second halving event, 4 years after the first halving, that happened in 2016. And again, we saw the market which was going down again started to go up. So this took the price to a new all-time high, and this time it was around $10,000 per Bitcoin. 10 or maybe $12,000. Let us say it was $12,000 per Bitcoin. In this era, this was the highest price in the previous era. We call it a retail traders era. The third era, we call it a retail traders era. Why we call retail traders? Because this was a very important era. This was the starting of a new era that increased the awareness of this cryptocurrency, this Bitcoin in all the public, because this was the time when we go outside in the market, we saw all the most of the shopkeepers, most of the retailers, they put a sign outside their shop that we accept BTC as payment, we accept Bitcoin payment. You can come in our shop, you can do any shopping, you can buy goods or services, and then you can pay in form of Bitcoin. So this increased the awareness to a next level, and a lot of people started to come to know about Bitcoin. They all knew that this is a new form of money they must have. They started buying, and this drew the price to a new all-time high that was $12,000 in this era. That was the highest price. Let me clear the chart for you. This was the price, $12,000 per Bitcoin, and you can see it is breaking all the previous records. The previous records, every time this halving happens, it breaks the previous record of all-time high. And you can see from $15, it has gone up to $1,000. From $1,000, it has gone up to $12,000 per Bitcoin. But this is not going to stop. Even after many halvings, this is not going to stop, because every era shows you that the Bitcoin shows a 4-year cycle. In these 4 years, the prices are going up and coming down, but they are increasing in the record, and the previous all-time high has always been increased to a new all-time high. Again, we saw the third halving that happened just 4 years before. That was in 2020. Maybe a lot of you among you, you were aware of this halving. You saw this halving. What effect that created in the market? The prices the market which was in bear market again started a bull run, and this time it was so intense that it touched a new all-time high, and this time it was $69,000 per Bitcoin. $69,000, which was recorded till date, was the highest price of Bitcoin, because this has broken all the previous records. So again, when it touched 69,000, we enter into a bear market in the year 2020. And again, the prices started to go down. But now we are nearing the fourth halving. We are very much close to the fourth halving. We have already entered in the year of this halving, that is 2024. And now very soon, in that is expected in April of this year, we will see the new halving, the fourth halving, that will take this price of Bitcoin to a new all-time high. Why we say it? Because we have been noticing, we have been understanding this in the history. What has been happening in the history is going to repeat itself. And if you look closely, what most experts say, the most knowledgeable experts, they have drawn this trend line. Can you see this blue fine line passing through the candles? They have now drawn this trend line to show where the Bitcoin is going for the next after the next halving. So most of the experts, they say that this is the price of the expected price, the next all-time high price of Bitcoin, which was previously $69,000, but it is going to touch to this price mark, which we see here as $1 million price of Bitcoin. Most of the experts, they believe that the next all-time high will be around $1 million per Bitcoin. So can you believe this what the most experts have to say about Bitcoin? But even if you don't believe, even if you don't believe at the so high price of Bitcoin, even if you don't believe that Bitcoin can touch this price, $1 million price, still you can see that it has always broken the previous record. It has always created a new all-time high. So when we know that the previous high was $69,000, definitely anyone can now predict that it is going to be more than $69,000. Some say it can be $100,000. Some say it can be $200,000. Some even say it can be $1 million. And some even say it can be $10 million per Bitcoin. How much you believe and who you believe, that is for your understanding. One more thing I can clearly see in this chart, one more important thing, that some of us believe, some of us can see or understand, some of us don't. But if you look closely on this chart, we see these are the highest prices in each era. Is it clear? These are the highest prices in each era. We saw a new all-time high. And also we see this was the lowest price in each era. Can you look closely? This was the lowest price, because every era is a cycle of 4 years. And we see the market touches the highest price and also falls down to a lowest price. So if this is high, if these are the highest price, these are the lowest price. Can you see? These are the lowest price. Okay. I hope this is simple. So now let me zoom it to you. Let me make it very clear to you. The highest price of previous era, was around $12,000 per Bitcoin. $12,000 per Bitcoin. Okay. Please, I will request you don't write on this chart. Otherwise, you will call disturbance. Let me clear it for you. So this was the highest price of this era. These were the highest prices and these were the lowest prices. Let me take your attention to a very important data here. This was the lowest price of this era. And what was the highest price of previous era was $12,000. $12,000 was the highest price of previous era. Do you know what was the lowest price of this era? The lowest price in this era, which was just, we are at the end of this era, was $15,000. $15,000. This means that the lowest price of this era is still higher than the highest price of previous era. Can you understand? The lowest price of this era is still higher than the highest price of previous era. Did it happen before? Yes. The lowest price of previous era, the previous era's lowest price was still higher than the highest price of the second era. The lowest price of third era was still higher than the highest price of second era. Even you can look more in the history. The lowest price of second era was still higher than the highest price of first era. The lowest price of second era was still higher than the highest price of second era. So what does this mean to us? This means we all know that no matter how high the prices go, no matter how down the market falls, it is now definite, it is now 100% truth that the lowest price of any era doesn't goes below the highest price of previous era. We don't know what could be the highest price of next era. We don't know what could be the highest price of next era. It may be 100,000, it may be 500,000, it may be 1 million, it may be 10 million. But one thing is for sure, we know that the highest price of this era was 69,000. So what does this mean? This means the lowest price of the next era, which is going to start in just 3 months from now. The next era will see a highest price and the lowest price. But we are now for sure that the lowest price of next era, no matter how bad the market falls down, no matter how bad the market crashes, the lowest price of next era cannot go below $69,000. It will always remain above $69,000. So now we have a clear figure that the lowest price of next era will always be higher than 69,000. So if this is the lowest price, of next era, what can be the highest price? That is up to your imagination. I hope you got a clear understanding of this chart. This is so important that all the market is affected by this Bitcoin stock to flow chart. Why all the market, all the other coins? Do you know there is only one Bitcoin? Do you know there is only one Bitcoin? There is only one Bitcoin, but there are more than 23,000 different cryptocurrencies in the market. You can go on Google, you can search on a very trusted site that is called coinmarketcap.com. You can go there. How many cryptocurrencies do we have in this world? Right now, there are more than 23,000, but there is only one Bitcoin. So all the other currencies that are not Bitcoin, all the other 23,000 currencies are called altcoins. This is something you must always understand. There is a Bitcoin and there are lots and lots of thousands of altcoins. But why we call Bitcoin as the king of the market? Bitcoin is still the king of the market. It is the king of the market because Bitcoin has what we call a dominance. Dominance means the power to affect the prices of all the altcoins in the market. Currently, the dominance is around 50%, 49 or 50% right now. That means when Bitcoin prices go up, all the other altcoins, they also increase in prices. When Bitcoin prices go down, all the other market, all the other altcoin, they go down in the prices. This has the dominance. This is the dominance of Bitcoin. So now we understand, if we just follow this Bitcoin chart, and if we just follow the trend of Bitcoin, we can understand and predict the prices of all the other altcoins, whichever you want to trade. Whichever you want to trade, you can just follow Bitcoin for a understanding. So this is the dominance of Bitcoin. So this is why it is called the king of the market, the king of crypto market. So if we now know the next halving is going to happen just 3 months from now, most as expected it is in April to 2024, which is just 90 days from now. And we all know that Bitcoin prices will form a new all-time high. We can invest in Bitcoin and we can also invest in other cryptocurrencies, because all the market will be affected by this bull run which is going to start. What is the biggest opportunity for you to buy and invest in Bitcoin? That we now will understand. What is the biggest opportunity? This is the most important coin in the market, and it gives us a wonderful opportunity that has the ability to change our life, to change our finances. How it can give us this opportunity? Every halving gives us this opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it is at the lowest price, and because we know it will go very high and form a new all-time high. This happened three times before. This happened three times before, and we saw what is the effect of this halving. But what is the most important time for us to buy Bitcoin? When is the best time to buy Bitcoin? Just 1 year before the halving. You can see, before 1 year before the first halving, the prices was at the bottom. Price was at the bottom 1 year before the halving, and 1 year after the halving, prices were at the top. Can you see here? This happened again after before the second halving. Before 1 year before the second halving, prices was at the bottom, and 1 year after the halving, the prices touch a new all-time high. We were given this opportunity three times before. Three times before we had this opportunity, but most of us, including me, including maybe most of you, we missed this opportunity three times before. We were given this opportunity just 1 year before the halving. Prices touch a bottom price. That was the cheapest price you can buy and hold Bitcoin and wait for it to touch a new all-time high. And we were given this opportunity 1 year before the halving, around 2022. We were given this opportunity when Bitcoin was at the lowest price. But even if you miss this opportunity three times before, even if you miss this opportunity to buy Bitcoin at the lowest price in 2022, still we are early, because we are just around $42,000 price. Because we know it is going to break $69,000 and form a new all-time high. Even if you start today, even if you think you are late, it is better to be late than to be never. It is better to be late than to miss the train. If you don't want to miss the train, start accumulating right now. Start accumulating, because this is the best time before the fourth halving is going to happen, and it is going to happen very soon. Already the market has started an uptrend. From the start of 2024, it has already started, and major updates and major things are happening in the market. Let me give you awareness about what all major updates are happening. What all major updates that are going to take this price to a next level. And all the experts around the world, they say that this bull run is going to be massive, because something is happening in this market, in this bull run, which has never happened before. In the history of Bitcoin, in the 15 years of history of Bitcoin, never this has happened that ETF, spot ETF of Bitcoin has been approved. This has been happening. This has happened first time in the 15 years. So next Bitcoin halving is expected in April 16th, 2024. This is an old slide. Now you can count the days. It may be less than 90 days from now. And one more thing, I want to draw your attention also to this very important slide that we call a 4-year cycle. 4-year cycle of Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is can be Bitcoin journey can be divided into 4 years of era. So how this 4-year cycle happens, you can see we have a 3 years of uptrend that is followed by 1 year of downtrend. How can we understand this 4-year cycle? From the first halving to the second halving, from the second halving to the third halving, there is a time of 4 years. And out of these 4 years, we see that 1 year is the time of down market and 3 years we will see up market. It happened since it started in 2011 till 2013. We saw 3 years of up market, and then 2014 was a year of down market. After 1 year of down market, we again saw 3 years of up market from 2015 to 2017. 3 years were up market. Then again, we saw 1 year of down market in 2018. After 1 year of down market, again 3 years of up market from 2019 to 2021. And again, we saw 1 year of down market, which we saw last time in 2022. This was 1 year of down market. And what you can understand from this 4-year cycle or a trend of Bitcoin, what is going to be coming in 2024 and 2025? What is coming in these 2 years? 1 year already has been gone, but 2 years we can see are the 2 years of up market. These will be the most massive bull run you will see ever in the history of Bitcoin, because some major updates are happening. So when is the best time to buy Bitcoin? When adoption is low, when the prices are low, when major updates are happening, and before Bitcoin reaches the next halving. So let me give you an idea or a calculation of in return on investment. If you had invested $10,000 12 years ago in these biggest companies or biggest markets in the world, if you had invested $10,000 12 years ago in Apple company, your $10,000 would have gone up to $109,000. If you had invested $10,000 in Netflix, you had have now grown your money to $112,000. Your $10,000, if you had invested in Nvidia, it would have become $286,000. If you invested your $10,000 in the biggest company, in the richest company in the world, that is Tesla, your $10,000 would have become $720,000. But the same $10,000, if you had invested 12 years ago in Bitcoin, it would have converted your $10,000 to $653 million in value. $653 million. So this is by far the best return on investment. This is the best performing asset of the last decade. That makes Bitcoin the number one choice of all investors. Whoever understands this Bitcoin 4-year cycle, whoever understands this Bitcoin stock to flow chart, and whoever wants their money to grow to the maximum limit, they only invest in Bitcoin. So this is the best performing asset, and you don't have to worry. You don't have to invest $43,000 to buy one full Bitcoin. You don't have to buy one full Bitcoin, because Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin, has made it so easy for every common person to buy and invest in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can be divided into the smallest unit of Bitcoin, that is Satoshi. Satoshi is the smallest unit of Bitcoin, and you can count, if you accumulate 100 million Satoshis, then you get one full Bitcoin. How much is a Satoshi? You can now calculate. You don't have to buy one full Bitcoin. You can buy just a few Satoshis, and 100 million Satoshis together, they form one full Bitcoin. So this is the smallest unit, and this is the easiest way. Even if you have a small capital, even if you want to start with just $100, even if someone says I have $10, they can also buy a fraction of a small unit of Bitcoin. So this is so easy and so affordable. And this is the best time to buy Bitcoin, because still only 4.5% of the global population is invested in crypto. 95% people still have to come to Bitcoin. Still, they have to come to cryptocurrency. So, what most experts say about Bitcoin, and what most experts believe about this halving event? According to Coinbase CEO, he's Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase. He says that crypto users will reach 2 to 3 billion in the next 10 years. He's Michael Saylor, one of the biggest investors in Bitcoin. He has thousands and thousands of Bitcoins accumulated and stacked in his portfolio. He says that Bitcoin industries will grow 100 times in the next decade with mainstream institutional adoptions. What he is talking about, mainstream institutional adoption? Because just from the starting of this month, we saw that big institutions, like they never have happened before, big institution, huge institutions have now started taking interest in Bitcoin. And why the next crypto bull market would start in 2024? Let me give you a clear understanding. Let me give you a clear understanding why we expect a very massive bull run is going to start in this year. Because if you look into the history, the first halving, the price of Bitcoin before the first halving was $182, and 1 year after the first halving, it has gone up to $510. Before the 2016 halving, the price was $661. But 1 year after the second halving, it has gone up to $2,600. Again, you can see the third halving. In the third halving, we saw Bitcoin prices was around $8,600 before the halving. After 1 year of after halving, it has already touched $58,000, and in the coming days, it touched 69,000, which is the highest price till date for Bitcoin. So this, you can imagine what is the price for today. If I ask you what is the price of Bitcoin today at the time of halving, still we have 3 months to go. Still, if you now look at the market, it is $42,000. It is still $42,000. Even if it doesn't increase till the next halving, which is going to happen in April, still you can see what is going to be the proportionate rate of growth of price in Bitcoin 1 year after the halving. So just 1 year after the halving, Bitcoin always touches a new all-time high. And what are the major updates happening? Let me give you some knowledge about this. The biggest asset management firm in the world, the largest and the most most huge, you can say, the largest and the biggest asset management firm, which is the largest in the world. We call it BlackRock. BlackRock has already applied for Bitcoin ETF, and following BlackRock, Fidelity, that is the second largest investment firm. Following Fidelity, Invesco, Valkyrie, and many, many more. You can see Franklin Templeton. These are some of the biggest investment asset management firms around the world. They have all filed for Bitcoin ETF, and they had been waiting for approval. And just 1 week before, just 5 days before, this Bitcoin ETF has all the Bitcoin ETF has been approved. So this was the starting of the new year, and this started with a very major update. And what is coming next is beyond your imagination. If I tell you the total the price, the market cap of Bitcoin, what is the total market cap? This is an old figure. Let me update it for you. It is more than $800 billion. It is just $800 billion, the total size of Bitcoin. The total size of Bitcoin is how much? It is $800 billion. Less than 1 trillion. Still, it is less than 1 trillion. And what is the size of these four big investment firms that are coming to buy Bitcoin? Their size is almost $30 trillion. Almost $30 trillion. And what will happen even if they all decide to invest just 4%? Just imagine if they just decide they want to invest just 4% of their capital into buying Bitcoin, they will end up buying each and every Bitcoin, every single Bitcoin that is available in the market. They have this power to buy every Bitcoin. They only need just 4% of their capital to allocate in Bitcoin. So this is what is going to happen, and it has already started. $27 trillion is coming to Bitcoin, and this is what you are going to see very soon. In the coming few months, you will see Bitcoin prices go parabolic. It's just a matter of time. And what the biggest asset management firm, BlackRock CEO, says, he predicts that cryptocurrencies will surpass traditional currencies worldwide. According to a statement by Fundstrat, Bitcoin could pass $200,000 as institutions like BlackRock are coming in. According to Standard Chartered Bank, it is one of the most prestigious bank in the world. Standard Chartered Bank predicts that Bitcoin prices in this year, 2024, are going to touch $120,000. $120,000. That is the price they predict. According to a big investor, Dan Tapiero, he's a billionaire and he invests in Bitcoin. He says that Bitcoin can hit $10 trillion market cap. What he says, he's one of the biggest investors in billionaire investor in Bitcoin, VC Tim Draper. He says that Bitcoin by the next year, 2025, can touch $250,000. What is the price of Bitcoin right now? It is just 42,000. It is going to touch $250,000. Who doesn't know him? He is the most popular author of all time. He wrote the bestseller book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. He has millions of believers in him, and he says that Bitcoin is going to surpass the US dollar because this is the next most powerful cryptocurrencies, the most powerful currency in the world, and it is going to touch $120,000 in this 2024. And he also says that by the next year, 2025, it could reach $500,000. Another investor, he is the Blockstream CEO, Adam Black. He predicts that Bitcoin can reach $10 million in the next 9 years. According to Kathy Woods, I'm just giving you examples of all the big investors and big experts around the world who have already millions and billions of dollars invested into Bitcoin. They all together say that Bitcoin is going to be the next all time high, could be 1 million or even above. Kathy Wood says that it can go to $1.4 million. So, what are the major updates, major events that are going to happen in 2024? Let's be prepared for all of them, and let's be prepared for what is coming. The first event has already been happened. This with the starting of January, Bitcoin ETF has already been approved. In Feb next month will be the month of the verdict to come about CZ. He is the former CEO of Binance, that is the biggest crypto exchange in the world, and his sentence decision is coming in February, and in April we are expecting the next most important event, that is Bitcoin halving is coming. So these are the two major events, and don't forget, in another few months, June is going to be the Ethereum spot ETF month. The Ethereum spot ETF is going to be expected to approve in June this year, and we have US elections also coming in September, and you will see that market prices are affected by all these major events. Even the why we say we mention US elections, because the next, out of the many candidates who are running this elections in this for this US elections this year, out of all of them, many are believers and many are investors in Bitcoin. So this can have a very positive effect on the market. And be prepared, fasten your seat belts, because this year and the next year is going to be very, very important in crypto market. Only those who have already understood this knowledge, this awareness, and this, they have already prepared themselves to what is coming very soon, they will be the persons, they will be the people who will take the maximum advantage. Because as we always say, action takers are the money makers. Even if you have all this knowledge and you don't take action, you don't start today, you will not have any benefit of this knowledge. Only the action takers are the money makers. So don't stop yourself and start accumulating Bitcoin. And what is the most important thing you can do? Starting from today, if you have already not started, you can start your trade in Bitcoin, and you can run that trade for a cycle in cycle mode for the next 1 year, at least 1 year or more than 1 year, till you see that Bitcoin has created a new all-time high. So who all are excited to have this knowledge which I just shared with you, and who all are excited to learn the best strategy that you can use in Royal Q to accumulate and keep profiting every day from this bull run? Who all wants to trade in Bitcoin, and who all want to learn the best strategy to trade in cycle mode in Bitcoin to make profit till we reach the new all-time high? Who all are excited? Just type excited. Just type excited, and I'm looking at your comments. And then I will take you to the next part of today's session. That is the most important part, where you will learn the most important strategy that you can use to accumulate and get more and more profit in Bitcoin. Who wants to learn? Just type excited. All the people who wants to learn, if you are excited, just type excited. and I will take you to the next part of today's session. Let me see who are excited. Let me see who is excited. There are almost 127 people here, and I can see almost all of you are excited. Almost all of you are excited. Don't leave this session. This is just the first. This was just the first part of today's session. Now we are going to see the practical part. This was just a theory, but now we are going to the practical part, and we will learn how to use this knowledge in our trading strategy and get the best profit out of Bitcoin. So I can see all of you are excited. So I don't want to keep you waiting, and let me take you to the next part of today's session, where we will go to Royal Queue and design our strategy for today. Let's go to Royal Queue now. I hope you are all taking notes. Now is the time you must start writing and take these notes for today. So as we all see that Bitcoin is now trading at more than $42,000. This is the price for Bitcoin right now. And it is going, we all know where it is going. It is going to at least $100,000. That is the minimum price we can predict for the 2024 halving. After 2024, before this year ends, we all now know that this is the price for Bitcoin. So if we know that Bitcoin, which is at 42,000 or 43,000 right now, and it will not stop till it reaches $100,000 price mark, what is the best way to trade in Bitcoin? There are two ways. Let me make it simple for you. There are two ways. Either you can buy at this price, which is available at the current price in the market, and keep your take profit till it reaches $100,000, or even you can predict it to go $1 million. So this is the first way. Just buy and hold. Don't sell. Just buy and hold and wait. Keep it in your wallet and keep waiting till it reaches the price at which you decide to sell. This is the first way you can do. This is the first way you can do to take the benefit of this knowledge. Buy at the current price, hold it, keep it in your wallet, don't sell, wait till it reaches the new all-time high. But the second way, which is even more interesting, what is the second way? We know that this is going to be an uptrend, and this is going to continue for at least 1 or 2 years. Hold the 2024 and also 2025. We will see that it is going higher and higher. It is going higher and higher. What is the second way what is the smart way to trade in Bitcoin? We don't want to sell. We don't want to lose our Bitcoin, but still we want to take the profit of this uptrend. The second way is we start the trade today and keep taking small profits and keep on trading it on cycle mode. We decide to take small profits. Say you can say 1.3%, or you want to take 2%, or you want to take 3%, or even you want to take 5%, but keep on buying and selling. Keep on buying and selling. How it is done? We all want to end this trade when it reaches $100,000. Suppose this is our target. We are here now, and this is our target. This is our goal. So the strategy that I am going to share with you will help you make small profits. And every time you make a profit, it will sell for you and also buy for you. Again, it will go up. It will sell at this price and again buy at the same price. Again, it will take 3% or 2% profit. It will sell and again buy at the same price. this will keep on trading till you want it to stop. You can trade it on cycle for 1 year or even more than 1 year. So this is the cycle strategy, and we all know that when we are trading on signals, we don't trade on cycle. We trade on one shot, but this is different. One shot means you enter in the trade once and you exit the trade after you have taken the profit. You don't enter again after you have sold the asset on in a profit. You don't want to buy again, but in cycle we are continuing to sell and buy. It will keep on selling and buying. Every time it will buy, it will sell. Every time it will sell, it will buy again. So this will continue till we reach our goal, that is $100,000. I hope you understand this. In this, what is this strategy about? So let me give you that strategy. Let's go to my strategy settings and let me give you this strategy. You can start taking notes, or if you want, you can take screenshot and then note it down in your diary later. So this is what you have to design. You have to go to your mine section in Royal Queue, as I have just done it, and you can create your own strategy. In my strategy setting, just create. Let me show it to you where to go from the starting. When you are at the home page, go to this mine section from below, bottom right corner, mine section. Click on this mine button, and now click on this my strategy setting. Click on this arrow, and where you have all the strategies that you have designed previously and saved, just click on this plus button. To open a new strategy. And when you open, it will be showing the default parameters. What you will do in this remark section, name it as Bitcoin cycle strategy. This is our Bitcoin BTC cycle strategy. The first buy, I have just put a $15 for a example, but I will change it later. So put your first buy here. This should be minimum $15, or it can be higher also, depending on your capital. Open position should be off. This should be off. AI margin call should be on. This is very important. Keep the AI margin call on. This will help you in bull market. This works best in up market. The margin call limit should be 7. I hope you are all taking notes. The margin call limit should be 7, not less than 7. The whole position take profit should not be less than 1.3. Or if you want more, you can make it 2% or 3% or even 5%. It is up to each and every one of you. You can take it 1.3 or above, but don't put a bigger profit here, because the bigger the profit you want to take, the slower it will make the trade for you. It will take longer to sell the coin. So what we want to do, we want to sell and buy frequently. So we can make it fast by putting a small profit here. The minimum as we recommend is 1.3. The whole position take profit can be anywhere from 0.1% to 0.3%. You can either decide to 0.1 or 0.2 or 0.3. Okay, so what is buy in callback? It is 0.1 here. Let's come below. And what is next thing? We see distributed take profit allocation. This is where we trade in sub-bin mode. And as you can see, the default setting is the best to use. That is 1.3% in each of these 3 calls. The 5th call, 6th call, and 7th call. The profit should be 1.3%. And the sub position take profit callback is also 0.3. Okay. The next different thing that you don't usually do is these are something that we don't usually do. That is, we trade on this coin in cycle. When you are trading on signals, you trade on one shot. Now change it to cycle. This is only for Bitcoin. This is only for Bitcoin strategy. And even you can trade on 3 coins at once. You can decide if you have sufficient capital. If you have sufficient capital, let me make it simple for you. How we decide how many coins and which coins you want to trade. Suppose someone says, I want to trade on $1,000 on this cycle trade. What I will advise, don't put all your money in one basket. Don't put all your money in one trade. Instead, divide it into 3 coins. Divide this into 3 coins and put divide this 1,000 or whatever your total capital you want to. It can be $300, it can be $3,000, it can be $500, it can be $700, it can be $1,500. Whatever capital you want to use in this cycle strategy, just divide that into 3. Go to calculator, divide it by 3, you get your capital. Suppose your total capital is $900. What comes here is $300 each. Okay. Now someone may ask, which coin should I select? First coin we all know should be Bitcoin. The first coin is Bitcoin. I write it here. First coin is Bitcoin. Second coin you want to trade is Ethereum. You can trade this on Ethereum because this is the, after Bitcoin, the second highest coin in the world, in the market, that is Ethereum. The third coin just can be of your choice, because I want you also to take your own decision. So first coin can be Bitcoin, second can be Ethereum. And if you want to trade on another coin, you can decide yourself which coin you think is at the top of market. You can go even you can go to Coin Market Cap and search there which are the top 10 coins or top 20 coins according to their ranking, according to their market cap. You will see we have Bitcoin as number 1, Ethereum is number 2, and even you can see BNB, you can see Solana, you can see Matic, you can see XRP, you can see many more coins that are very popular and they high market cap. You can select any one of them. Okay, so this is how you decide your capital. Your capital, first thing you do, divide it by 3. Divide your capital by 3, and whatever comes as a result, you suppose this is suppose you get $300. If you have a total capital of $900, you divide it by 3, you get $300 for each coin. So this you want to trade on 3 coins, $300 each. Now what you do, divide this by 8 again. I am giving you this formula, you can write it down. Your total capital, that not the total capital, the capital that you want to use on this cycle trade, that should not be the total capital, because you also want to keep some capital for other coins to trade on signals also. You want to trade on our daily signals, you want to trade for some other coins also. But whatever capital you want to trade on this cycle strategy that we are talking, divide that capital by 3. That will distribute your risk. That is called risk management. You're not keeping all your bags in one basket, all your eggs in one basket. You are dividing your risk. So you divide it into 3, and whatever the amount comes, divided by 8 again. What comes now is your first buy. What comes now is your first buy. Let me show it to you on calculator also. So let me show it to you. Suppose someone says, I have $1,000. I have $1,000. How can I trade, and what should be my first buy, and how much I want to buy on each call? Just divide it by 3. You get 333. That is the capital per coin. Okay. Suppose we make it round figure 330. This is your capital for one coin. And this way you are trading on 3 coins. Now again divided by 8. Divided by 8. What comes here is your first buy. So this is your first buy that you want to start the trade with. 41.25, or you can make it 40 or 41 as a round figure. So this is how you decide your trade. Someone says I have less capital. Suppose someone says I have $500. I have $500. Someone says I want to trade with $500. What you can do, divide it by 3. That is 166. Divide this 166 again by 8. That will give you your first buy, that is $20. I hope you understood. This is very simple. I want to make it very simple, because if you understand this, you can teach it to your teams also. Whatever your capital, just divide it by 3 and then divide it by 8. Suppose someone says I want to trade with $1,500. How can I trade? Divide your capital by 3. That will give you $500 per coin. Again divided by 8. This is your first buy. 62.5 is your first buy. What is the minimum first buy you can trade with? The minimum that we recommend is $15. The minimum first buy that we recommend is $15. So when you are trading with 8 margin calls, or you want to buy 8 times, this is your minimum capital. If someone asks me what is the minimum capital I can use for one trade, it is $120 per coin. So even if you don't have a huge capital, someone says I have just $120. Can I trade? Yes, you can trade. This is your first buy. $15 is your first buy. Someone says I want to trade with $150 divided by 8. This is your first buy. I hope you got it now. So let's go back. And why we divided by 8? Why I'm saying divide this by 8? Because we are going to open 7 margin calls. So 7 margin calls will be bought after it has already bought the first buy, which is this $15 minimum. So 7 plus 1, this will be 7 plus 1, that is 8. So this way we are trading, and we are buying the first buy in multiples of 8. So I hope you got all the strategies parameters. But last thing that you don't want to miss is this last line, which we don't use usually in our trades. When we are trading in sub-bin mode and we are trading on cycle mode, only then we require to put a drop percentage here. What is this meant for? This is the first position drop. It works only when the robot sells all your asset and again enters into your trade, and it buys the first buy again. So why we put a 0.5% drop here? Because we don't want that if we buy first time here and we sell it here, and again the same price we want to buy. We don't want to buy at the same price, because this is going to be higher in the market. So what we are going to put here as 0.5%. So what robot will do, it will sell the coin at the price of your take profit, and it will not buy again till it drops by 0.5% of drop. So it will act like a preset price that you put on signals. It will act like a preset price. Every time it starts the trade again, it will keep waiting for this price to come down by 0.5%, and then it will start the trade again. So market, you all know market moves like this. It moves like this. So we are taking advantage of this drop also by putting a 0.5% drop here. This is minimum, or you can also put a 1% drop here, but don't make it very large. Either you can put 0.5 or you can put 1%, because we don't want to miss the opportunity. Suppose the market is going higher and higher, it doesn't drops much, so then you don't want to lose the opportunity. So I hope you have understood all the parameters and you have already noted down, and I already told you how you can divide your capital. And now we are going to learn about the margin calls. The 7 margin calls that we put here are these, and this is very simple strategy. Don't have to put your brains here. Just put one time each on all the 7 margin calls. All the 7 margin calls you are buying one time of your first buy. One time each on your first buy. So this will be 7 time total plus 1, that is your first buy. These are the 7 margin call plus 1, that is your first buy. That makes it 8 times, and whatever is your first buy, multiply it with that amount. Suppose your first buy comes to 20, you are trading with $160. Suppose it is $100 as your first buy, you can trade with $800. Suppose someone wants to trade with $800, you can put $100 first buy, and you will be buying and using $800 as a capital. What will be the drop here? It is also very simple. In the first 4 margin calls, I have just put 4% drop, 4% drop, and the total drop in all these calls will be 10%. So out of 10% total drop, I have put 4% in the first 4 margin calls. As you can add up here, 0.5% is the first call drop for the first margin call. Then 2 times it will buy at 1% each. Then again 1.5% in the fourth margin call. So that comes to 4%. Or you can put a 1 here. If you want to make it simple, just put 1 each, 1% each, and that will be 4% drop. The remaining 6% I have given in the sub-bin mode, that are the call number 5, 6, and 7. So I have put 2% drop each, so as to take the advantage of the market drop, and all the total call drop adds up to 10%. That is sufficient in up market. Someone may think that what if the market drops more than 10%, then if you have some surplus capital, if you have some reserve fund, you can open 8th margin call, 9th margin call, and 10th margin call according to your capital. You can increase your margin calls and take the advantage of the drop. But what we believe that in the up market, it is not going to go below 10%. When the bull market starts, when the bull run starts, it is not going to, we are not going to see big drops in the market. It may drop 2% to 5% or even 7%, but it is most unlikely to drop below 10%. So to be on the safe side, we have given 4% drop in the first 4 margin calls, because we all want to enter into the sub-bin mode quickly. And then we are giving 6% drops here in these 3 margin calls. Each time it will buy and sell, it will make profit for you. And even if all the calls are sold, it will again start the trade, because it is on cycle. But it will wait for 0.5% drop before it starts again. So this will make your trade continuous and non-stop trade for another long period of time. Whenever you want that you have now reached the all-time high, whenever you want to stop the trade, just come back here and click this cycle and change it to one shot. Whenever you want to exit, get out of this trade, when you think that you have taken all the profit you wanted, so then you come again and change it to one shot. So this is how you trade. But most important thing, that 2 more things that are very important. Let me take you to any coin. For example, I want to trade on Ethereum. So what you will do, I will just explain step by step. Click on create, then Martingale strategy bot, then again create, and select the bottom next, the second next at the bottom. Click on this and you get on the page of Ethereum, and go to trade setting. You see trade setting below, trade setting here, and when you reach here, and then what you do, you click on manually create, because we want to create our strategy manually. Click on this strategy and choose a strategy that you have already saved in your royal queue. So this is my template. I want to choose my strategy. This is the first strategy that you can see, that is BTC cycle. I want to Suppose I want to trade on Ethereum with this strategy. Just click on this and this will be applied. You just have to make a few changes now. Change the first buy according to the formula that I gave you. Suppose after dividing your capital by 8, it comes to $20, and now I want to start the trade with $20. And then what you have to do, all the settings have been saved here. Just change the first buy, or you can also decide to change this to 3%. That is sufficient. And click on save and confirm. When you get back here with the settings you have given to the robot, what you next you want to do, what the next thing you have to do, what the next thing is you want to do, click on strategy mode. Click on this strategy mode, and strategy mode will always show you the default strategy mode, that is whole warehouse mode. But since we are trading on more than 4 calls and we want to trade in sub-bin mode, change it to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. This is the strategy that you want to take here. This is the best strategy, because it will allow you to make smaller profits, and it will give you that profits in your revenue details when you are trading on a long period of time on cycle mode. It will give you the sub-bin mode profit every time it buys and sells each margin calls in the sub-bin mode. And just confirm, and just confirm, and just confirm. And this is the only thing you have to do. And then click on start, and then you can create your bot. I hope you got a clear understanding of the strategy, how to trade on cycle mode. And remember, don't forget to divide your capital in 3 equal parts. First coin that is recommended to trade on this cycle strategy is BTC, that is Bitcoin. Second, I want to suggest is Ethereum. And third, that can be of any coin of your choice. You can trade on Solana, you can trade on XRP, you can trade on BNB, you can trade on any of your coin. So these, I hope you got an understanding. And if you still have any confusion, before I go, I can give you another 5 minutes and you can ask your questions. If you have any questions, you can ask. If you want to ask something. And this was all for today. I hope you liked this session, and you understood all the trades parameters and strategies. If you want to ask, just type your question in the chat, and I will be more than happy to answer you. Someone is asking, what if I put 22222? I don't understand what is 222. Whatever is your capital that you have decided for trading on one coin, divided by 8 gives you your first buy. That is the simplest way to trade. Okay. So let me take some questions. Let me see if I see some questions earlier in the session. Okay. And is Leader Julius here? Leader Julius, are you here? I think Leader Julius is here. So you can now continue, Leader Julius, with the gifts that you promised for the people who had been consistent and taking notes. And in the meantime, I can answer some questions here.
Thank you so much, Coach Manish. Ladies and gentlemen, I see we are 124 on the call. Could we give some love, heart, some thumbs up for work well done by Coach Manish this morning? Thank you so much. We really appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I want to give away my gifts. Whoever whose camera is on, I promised some gifts, and I'm giving away. I think I already chatted you guys. You just need to reply me back in the chat. I think I've already chatted you. Whoever whose camera has been on, I sent you a direct chat message in the chat, and you are receiving your crypto gifts. So I've already chatted those whose camera has been on since we started. I think you got my chat. So before the Zoom came to the end, I have already chatted all of them. I hope I'm right. So please go into the chat. I send you your gift, and then you reply me back. You reply that you have received. Go in the chat and send me a direct message, because I sent each of you a direct message before the meeting. You know, I was very wise. I knew people would come back on their cameras. So what I did was to inbox the people whose cameras are on before the Zoom comes to the end. So you see, I'm very wise. So I inboxed MB Nick, check your chat. Leader Ann, check your chat. Peter, check your chat. Batra, Leader Batra, I think check your chat if I remember. Mandy Godwin, I think I chatted you. Madam Faith, I think I chatted you. Ezekiel, I think I chatted you. I think I chatted you. Who else did I chat? I chatted 10 people. I don't remember, but if I didn't chat Mr. Godwin, Mr. Geoffrey Owidi, please, I think you have been on since we started. But those that I've mentioned, please, I chatted you. Please send me your Binance ID right now, and I get your crypto gifts into your Binance accounts. Okay, all right. Yeah, I was very wise before the Zoom came to the end. I looked at people whose cameras have been on since the start, and I chatted them. I made sure they are not switching. They have not been switching their cameras on and off. So some people were on and off, but the following were on: Ezekiel, Faith, Mr. Geoffrey Owiri, you have been on. Leader Batra, you have been on. Peter, you have been on. Leader Ann, you have been on. So I'm very wise. People thought I had given up. I was silent. I want to send you your crypto gifts. You just message me back on the message I sent you. As simple as that. Then I get you your gift. I've already told you what you are getting, and you can keep it. I believe this token could do well in the coming bull cycle, and maybe you just message me back on the message I sent you, and you get yourself. Each of them is getting themselves 1,000 tokens of that specific coin. 1,000 of them. You get 1,000 tokens. You get yourself 1,000 tokens on your Binance ID. You could keep them, you could sell them. It's up to you. It is like I said, it is a crypto gift. Okay. So each of you gets yourself 1,000 tokens. 1,000 tokens. Okay. Idapatra, you could confirm in the general chat if you have received. I've sent your 1,000 tokens. your 1,000 tokens. Please just send me on the message I sent you. Just do a direct message back to the message I sent you so that Rongo people don't take people's money. Yes, I'm giving away some 1,000 tokens. Imbini Nick, please confirm in the general chat if you are receiving your 1,000 tokens. I'm giving away this morning free gifts. They are worth thousands and thousands of money depending on how someone treats the gift. The gift is worth thousands and thousands of dollars depending on how someone treats the gift. Okay, 752. Okay, Mbikimu, I've sent you your morning gift. I'm giving away 10. Okay, let me go to next. Please, no wallet addresses. Please, no wallet addresses. Send me your Binance ID. My message was clear. On Ezekiel OD, I think you are the one. Ezekiel OD, I'm sending. Okay, 575 5275 20215. Okay, Ezekiel, confirm. Ezekiel, confirm. Ezekiel, confirm. Leader Batra, just share in the main chat. Ezekiel Batra has shared, has received. Share in the main chat. Ezekiel has received. Let me see who else has not yet. That haven't sent you your. Okay. There are so many people I chatted. Please send me your Binance IDs. Send me your Binance ID. I sent you direct messages myself. I sent you direct messages myself. Please reply just on a direct message with your Binance ID, and I send you your gift this morning. I send you your gift this morning. I send you your gift this morning. Your crypto gift. It is it's worth thousands of dollars depending on how you treat it. Please, there are people I haven't seen, and I would love to get back to the host. Faith, okay, Faith, send me your Binance ID. Faith, send me your Binance ID. I'm still lagging with your money. Let me see who has not yet sent, but they're supposed to send. Faith, you haven't sent your Binance ID. Mr. Peter, you haven't sent your Binance ID. Ezekiel, you have sent, and I hope you have received your gift. It is in your funding wallet. It's up to you what you want to do with your gift. I don't know. You can either keep it or you can use it for anything else. Peter, I haven't seen your Binance ID. I think those ones, Leader Ann, I haven't seen your Binance ID. Okay, guys, I'll be waiting for those that okay. I see MB Kin has confirmed, has received, Ezekiel has received. Okay. The rest of the people, you are sending me your Binance IDs, but your videos have not been on for the up to the end of the meeting. Leader Faith, please send me your Binance ID. Please, I'm supposed to send you. Leader Faith, send me your Binance ID. I know now people want to send me their Binance ID so that I give them free money. But I was following the meeting. Yeah, guys, maybe I return back to the hosts. as I get those respective Binance IDs. And I want to thank our leader for work well done for today. And
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Leader Julius. And
Coach Manish, I also have your crypto gift. Just by the way to you, I'm gonna chat
thank
you
you
how
so much.
much you're gonna receive. So just send me your Binance ID, sir, so that
Thank
I
you so
could
much, sir.
deposit
Thank you
for
so
you
much. I
some.
was I was about to ask you that I was also consistent all in all the session.
Yes,
Although
yes,
my
yes, yes,
camera was off, but my mic was on
yes,
all the
yes,
session.
yes. Send me your Binance ID. I drop you
So
some crypto
thank you
gifts.
so much.
Guys, these are crypto gifts. There's no specific amount of money you are supposed to receive. It is a crypto gift,
Yes,
and
and Leader
so
Doris is also asking. Leader Doris is also asking for some gift. So we can share as she's my apply. Okay,
yeah,
so
sure.
before I go, let me answer a few questions. Someone has been asking my number, so I'm afraid I cannot share my number on this public platform. But you can follow me on YouTube if you want to have some watch some videos of my sessions in Hindi language. I do in Hindi language in my channel. My name is Manish, and let me give you my name here. So this is you can search Manish Bhola on YouTube, and you can subscribe my channel. And if you want, if you understand Hindi, you can watch all the videos that are available here. I hope I can provide you some more knowledge through YouTube also. Or if you want to connect with me, you can find my number here in YouTube only. In any of my video description, it has been mentioned. If you want any help, you can contact me from here. So thank you so much, all the people who had attended, and I hope all of you who had been consistent got their crypto gifts from our lovely leader Julius. And you keep your
Coach Manish, I
yes,
haven't
sir.
got your Binance ID. Faith,
Okay, okay. I will
you
send
have
you
sent me your
personally.
number.
I will send you my number or my ID on
Send
WhatsApp.
me
Okay.
Binance ID.
Okay. Okay. So now we can end the session if you want. You can we
Okay,
end the session?
Leader
Or,
Ann.
okay.
I don't want someone to look for me on WhatsApp that I didn't receive. Please don't come to my chat if you were not chosen, because it means your camera was not on. Leader Ann, I've sent you your crypto gift. Check, confirm. I see so many people sending me messages, but unfortunately, if your camera was not on up to the end, you're not benefiting from this. All right, so I'm waiting for Coach Manish, and then I will. Okay, Faith, what you are sending me is not your Binance ID. What you are sending me is your phone number, which is not compatible with me sending you crypto gifts. It's not compatible. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, and I think I'll be able to catch up with those that have been able to receive them here, so that before I go off, I have definitely sent you all your crypto gifts. It's up to you how you use your gifts. But I wish you all the best. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining today's call. And yes, Monday. Yes, Monday and Peter. Okay. So let me drop your gifts. Some of you are sending me your phone numbers. They are not compatible with sending your gifts. Please go and copy your Binance ID, and then I definitely drop your gift. Monday. Sorry, Peter, I think you have received yeah. Peter, check. I've deposited your tokens. Then Monday, send me your Binance ID, not your phone numbers. Some of you are sending me phone numbers. They are incompatible. They are incompatible. Someone is saying which gift? It is a gift. A gift is a secret. I'm sending different gifts to different people. But they are all tokens. Everybody is getting a minimum of 1,000. Unless when it's up to you how you use your gift.
Someone is asking where do we get this ID from? You can go to your Binance account and click on the Binance logo at the top left corner of the page. You see the Binance logo. Click on that. You will see your own name and email, your email, and at the top you will see Binance ID. You can copy it from here and send it to Leader Julius.
Thank you so much, Coach Manish.
I've also sent you my Binance ID as you requested.
Yeah, I hope for you. By the way, for you, I've sent you 2,000 tokens
Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
because you have done us the most work. It's just a small gift, but you know, like
Thank
I
you so
said,
much. I
depends
really
on how
appreciate
the
it.
receiver treats the gift. Right, Peter? I think. All right, guys. I hope I've done my work. Anybody who has not received yet, your camera has been on up to the end. Madam Faith, I haven't received your Binance ID. I believe you could be the last person to get your crypto gift. Madam Anna, I hope you received. And who else? The rest just switched on their cameras now at the end of the call. But I wish you, just remaining with Madam Faith. Then I come to the end of my giveaway, right? Maybe till the next call, guys, but I'm giving away one more person. All right, I think we come to the end of the call. People who have not received, please, I did not identify you. Me, I'm not just giving my gifts like that. Exactly. You must make sure you have been present. I think only Madam one person has not received. Please, if you are afraid, look for my WhatsApp number, and I think I'll help you from there. Let's come to the end of the call, guys. Have a nice day. God bless you, and thank you, everybody, and bye, everybody. All right. So thank you and bye. We come to the end of the call.